Hey everyone, welcome to this review of the Cobi Jagdpanzer IV L70 gun. This is set number 2483 and it's part of the Small Army World War II line. Really great set, really cool set. I was shopping on Amazon and I just could not pass this set up. This is so cool. Jagdpanzer 4s. I just really like the Panzer 4 tank. I bought the Stug 4, and here's the Jagdpanzer 4, which is like a hunting panzer. It's just basically a tank destroyer, is what it is. More heavily armored than the Stug 4, with an upgraded gun. The L70 gun, I believe, was one that was on the Panther tank. So this is a tank destroyer. Late war model, built 1944, 1945. Yeah, just overall like a really cool set. It comes with 440 pieces and 2 minifigures and some World War II era weapons. Guys, I'm going to throw up, if you want to buy this, I'm going to put a link in the description. I actually have one of these in my eBay store for sale as well. I might put that link up too. Anyways, guys, let's get into this. Okay, so first off, in service from about 1944, 1945, it's a tank destroyer. It weighed about almost 26 tons. Armor, the frontal armor was about 80 millimeters thick, which is pretty good heavy armor. Not as heavy as like some of the other tanks I reviewed, like the Jagdtiger and the Tiger II, but not bad. The main gun was a 75 millimeter Pak 42 L70 gun. I think those were the ones used on the Panther tanks. And it had like a secondary armament of the MG34 machine gun. Top speed 40 kilometers an hour and had about a crew of 4. This set comes with actually two minifigs. Okay, guys. So first off, I'll take you through the Cobi instructions. I don't know, some of you guys may or may not be familiar with this stuff. I'm going to set this cool tank aside and get you in here. So here's the Cobi instructions. What I like about them, up here they tell you what all the bags like come numbered. This came with 3 bags. You see the pieces, easily understood instructions. I won't bore you guys too much. I'll just kind of give you a kind of like a little overview. These are Lego quality instructions for sure. The plastic itself is ABS safe, non-toxic. This is made in the EU, so it meets all their high standards and whatnot. The bricks themselves are like very much like Lego bricks. The quality is like, I would say 99% the quality of Lego. They do have some custom pieces, which is necessary to build these, but they even get some really cool printed pieces. I'll just flip to the back. You guys get the idea here. See the final version. I'll get rid of that. Okay, guys. First off, comes with 2 minifigures. I got another one of the minifigures right here. He is holding a Panzerfaust anti-tank rocket. You can see here these Cobi figures are pretty high quality. I'm not a huge fan of them. I actually like the Lego guys better. They can stand. They're not really good at sitting because they have no holes on their legs, on the back of their legs to like sit down. So typically these guys will stand in the vehicle. This guy here has a vest and the Panzerfaust. I got the tank commander up here, and he was standing up there in the hatch. It's done in a historically accurate black uniform that was the uniform of the Panzer divisions and stuff like that. Okay, I'll set that aside. Overall, this tank is a really cool. I just really like the look of it. It looks historically accurate. The front, the angling of the armor, it's all difficult to do, But it looks, overall, it looks like the real thing, and it looks very nice. I especially like, you can see all this custom printing. Cobi does a great job with the custom printing. These aren't stickers like some brands. Um, Really good, high quality. You got the Iron Cross there, and on the back you have some more right there. Overall, this is a really nicely detailed set. You can see there, you get the same number, 314. Then on the front, you have this printing here. And right in there, you can see the, it's like the little driver port for him to look. So let's get into some of the features on this thing. Okay, first of all, the turret, or it's not even a turret, but the top of this vehicle, the hatch is open and close. You can fit your commander in there, standing. There's another hatch next to him that opens, so you can have this infantry guy standing in there. Maybe without the vest. There we go, we got him in there. Has an aerial for radio communication. I'll just flip the top up so you guys can see this top. Back here you have your engine hatch. Let me see if I can get that open. There you go. I'll get you right up in there so you can see. So in there is the engine. It's just like the other Cobi engines. Really good. Really cool. That hatch closes. You got some spare wheels here. And got some vents for the engine. Set this back down. At the rear of the tank, you have 2 tracks, spare tracks, always come in handy. You have the exhaust pipes. You even have this little, I don't know if this is like a little case or compartment. It doesn't open or do anything, but it's there. It has the little rivets and stuff like that. It's really neat. Really cool. Okay. The main thing about this is this gun. Now this kind of has like the pig snout similar to the STG-4 that I reviewed. And this gun elevates, I don't know, maybe 40 degrees, something like that, and depresses a pretty decent amount. This just looks like a beast. It's just so cool. There's no hatches or anything that open at the front. Yeah, and that's about it. That's what you get with this set. It does come with, you can kind of camouflage it a little bit. It comes with these Cobi like leaves. You shove one on there. I can kind of show you. And you can actually even put them on the side here. So you could have one hanging down there. It comes with the pieces to do that. I chose not to do that, but you can do that. So overall, it's a really neat set. I just want to do a bit of a comparison with my other Panzers. So here we have the Jagdpanzer 4. This is the STG-4. And this is my regular Panzer 4. I'm just going to get you guys off a better vantage point. So this was the Kwangwon Panzer 4, which is basically a ripoff of the Cobi Panzer 4. It must have been like the early model of Cobi Panzer 4. I really like this tank. Really cool. Check out my review. And I'll go through all the features. But basically, just look at the hull, the tracks and wheel system. It's all the Cobi stuff. Here's the Cobi STG-4. Again, it has like that pig snout barrel. I believe this wasn't the, this is, I forget the gun on this one. Maybe just like a 76 millimeter. really cool. I really like these Stugs and Jagdpanzers. They're just so cool. The Germans had like a lot of really interesting vehicles, and they kind of, they found something that worked. The Panzer IV chassis was a decent enough chassis and hull to kind of use for these other vehicles. They can pack a more powerful punch without the weight of the turret. They can put in a bigger gun and stuff like that, and still have a fairly decent amount of power and whatnot. So overall, very, very similar. You can see the similarities between the two. Just that Jagdpanzer just looks like a beast. They're all roughly the same height. Even the Panzer IV, it always had a low profile, but you can sort of see, like, it's not really much. It's slightly taller than the other two, but not by much. I'll put you guys back down here. Get rid of that, slide that aside, and we'll get back. One of the things that I really like about the Cobi vehicles is the tank tracks, and I go through this in all my videos. I'm always going on, but if you guys have never seen one of these or bought one of these or used these are the tracks. It has this long rod here, and at each end it can clip into the other track, and it's a really strong, sturdy track, as you can see. So you can see how these roll. This rolls like this is, again, these are heavier. Typically, like, the heavier the tank, the better the tracks roll, because then you can just kind of push it slightly, and it's the own weight will kind of like force the tracks to kind of sink in and whatnot. I'm going to take you down to the carpet level on this one, and you guys can see how it rolls on carpet. Just kind of bear with me here, guys. Now, I don't have any of my other tanks on the ground here, but just to show you, like, it really rolls quite freely. It doesn't seem to jam, which is surprising, because each one of these 8 wheels is a potential source of jamming, but it actually works really, really well. It rolls really well. Gonna take you guys up to the Okay, guys, well, that's it for this review of the Cobi Jagdpanzer IV L70 gun. It's set number 2483. Guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my website, www.sharkmunch.com, for more great reviews, as well as like where to buy this stuff. I'll throw a link in the description down below there to Amazon, and I have one of these in my eBay store if you guys are interested. That's it for now, guys. Thanks.